So now everyone, please take out your ASP1C and turn to page 14 and 15. So please turn to page 14 and 15. Okay. So page.
Career Day at school is very interesting for the kids. They can ask many questions and learn about different jobs.
So now, this is a career day at school. So a career day at school is where you have different people from different jobs, okay, so different occupations. They will come to your school. For example, you can have a fireman, a doctor, a chef, a pilot, a firefighter, a teacher, okay, a lawyer. Okay, they can have people from all different jobs, and they will come and they will explain about their job. They can tell you about their job and what they do. So this is a career day at school. Okay, good. So now we're going to learn the new words. So now number one.
Thermometer.
Okay, so number one is thermometer. Okay, so so TH is pronounced as F. The thermometer, a thermometer. Now a thermometer is what you do to check your temperature. Good, and because of COVID-19, everywhere you go, they need to check your temperature. So they use a thermometer to check your temperature. So that if, like for example, this is too high. Okay, remember you must have 37.5. And if you have 37.5 and higher, like this, that means you're sick or you're ill. Okay, good. So this person is sick. Okay, so a thermometer is used to check your temperature. Okay, good. So one more time, thermometer. And remember, a thermometer is used to check your temperature. So when you go to the supermarket, or you go to 7-Eleven, or you go to the department store, or you come to the school, or wherever you go, and you see the instrument or used to check your temperature, you can say, oh, this is a thermometer. Okay, good. Now let's go to number two. Number two.
Pilot.
Number two is a pilot. One more time, pilot. And a pilot drives a plane. Very good. So a pilot, okay, drives a plane. So if you want to go to Japan, or you want to go to Bangkok Island, and you're going to take the plane, the person who drives the plane is a pilot. Good. Now let us go to number three. Number three.
Musician.
Okay, and number three is a musician. A musician. So this is musician. So someone who plays a musical instrument is a musician. For if you play a guitar, musician. If you play the flute, if you play the drums, if you play the piano, a musician. So she is a musician. So if you go to a concert and you see the person playing the piano, or the person with the guitar, or the person with the violin, or the person with the flute, or the trumpet, or the drum, a musician. Good. Now let us go to number four. Number four.
Vet.
Okay, a vet. Okay, and vet is a short way of saying veterinarian. Okay, so if you see vet or you see veterinarian, it means someone who takes care of sick animals. For example, if you are sick, you go to see the doctor or the nurse. If an animal, your pet dog or your pet cat or an animal is sick, you take the animal to see the vet. Okay, vet. And vet is a short way for saying veterinarian. Okay, so you can just say vet. So if your dog is sick, you take your dog to see the vet. Okay, remember that. Oh, I take my dog to see the doctor. You take him to see the vet. If you are sick, you go to see the doctor. And if your pet dog or your pet cat or your pet, any pet that you have is sick, you bring them to see the vet. Now let us go to number 5. Number 5.
Nightstick.
Okay, a nightstick. Okay, so this is a nightstick. But first of all, she is a police woman. Very good. So she is a police woman. Good. This is a police woman and she's wearing a uniform. Okay? And remember this is, but she has a nightstick. So this is a nightstick. One more time, a nightstick. So the policeman or the policewoman sometimes have a nightstick, okay, in their hands. Now let us go to number 6. Number 6.
Cupcake.
Okay, so this is cupcake. Okay. Cupcake. You see, this is a cupcake. Remember this, cupcake, and it has a cherry on top. So this is a cupcake. So for example, I love blueberry cupcakes. Okay, sometimes you can go to Costco and there are some yummy blueberry cupcakes at Costco, the supermarket. So you can ask your mom to maybe buy some cupcakes, but it's very sweet. Now let us go to number 7. Number 7.
Chef.
Okay, and this is a chef. One more time, a chef. So a chef is someone who cooks the food. So if you go to a restaurant and the person who prepares the food and cook the food and tastes to see if it's good, at the back who cooks the food is a chef. Good. And let us go to number 8. Number 8.
Fire extinguisher.
Okay, fire extinguisher. So fire extinguisher. So fire. Notice fire extinguisher means to put out, okay? Put out, to extinguish, okay? Extinguish means to put out, okay? To put out, okay? So for example, extinguish means to put out, good, or to vanish. Good. So extinguisher, fire extinguisher means something you use to put off the fire. So this is a fire extinguisher and the fireman has a fire extinguisher in his hand. So most of the buildings that you go to, they're required to have a fire extinguisher. In case there is a fire, so you can use the fire extinguisher to put out the fire. So remember, fire extinguisher. Okay, so extinguish means to put out and you have okay, so fire extinguisher. Good. Now let us go to number 9. Put out. Number 9.
Flute.
Okay, so number 9 is a flute. Okay, so the musician has a flute to play some music. So flute. Now let us go to number 10. Good. Number 10.
Put out.
Okay, so number 10 is put out. So he is putting out the fire. But what does he use to put out the fire? A fire extinguisher. So you use a fire extinguisher to put out the fire. Good. So now let us review. Good. So now, okay, so remember he is a vet. Good. A chef. Good. This over there, check your temperature. Thermometer. Flute. And she is a musician. Very good. Now let's go there. Okay, good. So this is a fire extinguisher. And what do we use a fire extinguisher to put out fire? Okay, this is a nightstick. Good, nightstick. And the last one, cupcakes. Very good. Now everyone, please turn to page 16. Turn to page 16. So long. Good. Page 16.
There are 2 cages on the vet's table. There are 2 hamsters playing in one of the cages. They are talking about what they want to be when they grow up.
You know what?
What?
I want to be a pilot when I grow up.
Cool! Why?
Then I can fly away and leave this little cage.
Good. So there are 2. So these animals are hamsters. Okay. Okay. So a hamster. So there are 2 hamsters. So there are 2 hamsters playing inside a cage. They are talking about what they want to be when they grow up. So maybe right now you might be thinking what you want to be when you grow up. So maybe you might want to be a doctor or pilot or an architect or an engineer. Good. So a chef. So they're talking about what they want to be when they grow up. So you know what? What? I want to be a pilot when I grow up. Cool. Why? Then I can fly away and leave this little cage. So he wants to be a pilot. So he can fly a plane to fly to another place when he grows up. So now we're going to play again. Okay, so now you're going to say after teacher. You know what? You know what? 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 I want to be a pilot when I grow up. I want to be a pilot when I grow up. Cool. Why? Cool. Why? Then I can fly away and leave this little cage. Then I can fly away and leave this little cage. Okay? So leave is like saying bye-bye. Leave. Okay? So now we're going to play again. Teacher, student, teacher, student, teachers. Okay, are you ready? Ready. You know what? What? I want to be a pilot when I grow up. Cool. Why? Then I can fly away and leave this little cage. Okay, let's do it one more time. You know what? What? I want to be a pilot when I grow up. Cool. Why? Then I can fly away and leave this little cage. Good. So now we go to swap. So now we have student, teacher, and student. Are you ready? Good. You know what? What? I want to be a pilot when I grow up. Cool. Why? Then I can fly away and leave this little cage. Let's do it one more time. Okay. You know what? What? I want want to be a pilot when I grow up. Cool. Why? Then I can fly away and leave this little kid. Good. Very good. Some can give everyone 1 point. Okay, now let us go to part 2. Okay, let's go to part 2. Part 2. Good. Now we're in part 2.
Bob and his brother are at the chef's table. Bob wants to know why the man wants to be a chef.
Why did you choose to be a chef? Because a chef makes delicious food and I love delicious food.
How about you? Do you want to be a chef when you grow up?
Yes, I do. Because a chef can eat tasty food and I love to eat.
Okay, so this is Bob and his brother. So Bob and his brother, so he is a chef. So they are the chef table. Bob wants to know why the man wants to be a chef. So Bob, why? Okay, so he wants to know why the man wants to be a chef. Good. So on there is a cake, bread, and cupcakes. Okay, good. So now Bob, why did you choose to be a chef? Good. Okay, so you can ask this question. Why did you choose to be a chef? Or why did you choose to be an accountant? Or why did you choose to be a police officer? Why did you choose to be a soldier? Why did you choose to be a doctor? Why did you choose to be an engineer? So you can ask this question. You can even ask your parent, Mom, why did you choose to be a teacher? Why did you choose to be an architect? Or why did you choose to be a doctor? So you can ask this question, why did you choose to be an engineer, an architect, a chef, a doctor, a nurse, a teacher? Okay, good. Because a chef makes delicious food and I love delicious food. So you see, the chef can make delicious food and I love delicious food. How about you? Do you want to be a chef when you grow up? How about you? Do you want to be a chef? So how about you? Do you want to be an architect? Do you want to be an engineer when you grow up? Do you want to be a police officer when you grow up? Do you want to be a doctor when you grow up? Do you want to be a pilot when you grow up? You can say yes or you can say no. But Bob said yes, I do, because a chef can eat tasty food and I love to eat. Okay? Okay, you see he loves to eat. Good. Now you're going to say after teacher. Okay, are you ready? Why did you choose to be a chef? Why did you choose to be a chef? Because a chef makes delicious food and I love delicious food. Because a chef makes delicious food and I love delicious food. How about you? Do you want to be a chef when you grow up? How about you? Do you want to be a chef when you grow up? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because a chef can eat tasty food and I love to eat. Because a chef can eat tasty food and I love to eat. Okay, good. So why does Bob want to be a chef? Because he can eat tasty food and he loves to eat. So why did he become a chef? Because a chef can make delicious food and he loves delicious food. Now let us play again. We have teacher, student, teacher, and student. Are you ready? Ready. Why did you choose to be a chef? Because a chef makes delicious food and I love delicious food. How about you? Do you want to be a chef when you grow up? Yes, I do. Because a chef can eat tasty food and I love taste to eat. Good. Okay. So now we're going to swap. Now we're going to have student, teacher, student, teacher. Are you ready? Go. Why did you choose to be a chef? Oh, because a chef can make delicious food and I love delicious food. How about you? Do you want to be a chef when you grow up? Yes, I do. Because a chef can eat tasty food and I love to eat. Okay? Good. So now we're going to give everyone 1 point for part 2. Very good. So we did our ASP1C page 16.